let's look at the Getting Started section. First, we're going to take a look at the dashboard. This is basically your landing page inside the Canvas LMS. You will see on the far left side is your global navigation menu. As we will talk about it in a minute, this menu can be found always on the far left side, no matter where you are in the LMS. And remember, we talked about the help button earlier, and here is the help button at the far bottom left of the global navigation menu. Also, you see the course cards representing your different courses and some other features of the dashboard. So the dashboard includes the global navigation menu that I just showed you. It's always on the left, and it contains important quick links. It also has course cards. All of your classes are represented by small tiles, and you can change the image of that course card to have an image that also represents your class. On the dashboard, you'll also see global announcements. These are announcements that are sent out by the LMS administrator. A good use case of this would be to send an announcement of the last day to drop with a W. Also on the dashboard is the to-do list. So learners can see the top 25 items they need to complete their course. And then coming up, it shows everything that's coming up for them within the next 8 days. So that's attached to the calendar. You can also customize your profile. You can add a profile picture, which I highly suggest for anybody who is dealing with online learners. And you can also add pronouns if you so desire. Users can add additional means of contact for the LMS to contact you with notifications. So this can be a personal cell phone, a personal email address, and this is how the LMS pushes out notifications to you, not how you get contacted by other people. So just because you put in alternate means of contact for the LMS does not mean that your personal cell phone and your personal email address will be published to other learners or other faculty members. It also interfaces with different web services such as Skype, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So you can actually link those web services to your profile and get notifications. And it allows for customization based on accessibility needs. One thing I really appreciate about Canvas is that they think about accessibility needs and they bake those into the LMS. That includes the ability for you to go into your profile and choose high contrast color or underlining links. Also within the LMS are notifications. So users determine the frequency that they receive notifications. Do you want them right away, daily, weekly, or not at all? Users also determine where they get those notifications at. This is the additional means of contact I mentioned briefly a minute ago. And so this can be your email, text message, or you can have it push a notification to the application on your phone. And then also, I do want to bring up that it's important that instructors reinforce the importance of receiving timely critical notifications by leaving their notifications on, because users have the ability to manually turn off notifications. If you plan on using announcements in your class, make sure your students understand that they are responsible for the timely reception of those announcement messages by leaving their notifications turned on. Canvas Inbox, it is basically the internal messaging system for Canvas. It is not a new email address though, thankfully. Nobody needs another email address to check. It is connected to your university email, so that's where you'll receive notifications about Canvas Inboxing and any other notification means that you put in. Only those that you are connected to through a Canvas course or a Canvas group can contact you through the inbox. This means that people can't just look you up in the LMS, send you a message, and then get a hold of you. They have to have some connection through the LMS in order to contact you. Handily, user information is pre-populated into the address book, so you don't need to know somebody's email address. You just start typing the username and it will direct that to the correct person. And you can add video or audio to your Canvas inbox messages. So you can do multimedia messages. And you have the ability to archive all your conversations. This is really important because it's important that we keep a log of communications. So now you can archive conversations that you're no longer using. The calendar is one of my favorite features in Canvas. As you can see, it looks very similar to a Google Calendar. And the views that they give you are week, month, or agenda. So you can choose how you want to look at it. Like I said, week, month, or agenda. And that agenda is a rolling agenda starting from that day moving forward. So it's nothing in the past, only the things coming up. These dates function across Canvas. So when you change a due date inside of an assignment, it changes it on the calendar, and it also changes it in the course syllabus summary. Items that are crossed off of the calendar for learners, that occurs when the learner has submitted the assignment or the assessment and they no longer have to do anything on their part. It crosses it out as a visual reminder. For faculty, it crosses it out when we have finished grading that assignment and we no longer need to revisit it. So it's really handy to keep you organized. The scheduler built into Canvas allows students to make appointments right within the LMS. I will caution you, I have been told that these appointment times don't function across the LMS. So if you set up office hours in multiple classes, then multiple students could claim the same time. If you choose to use this for office hours, I would suggest setting aside a certain number of those hours for each specific class and putting those into your schedule. You can also sync your calendar with other calendars on devices. So you can pull out the calendar feed and sync it to your iCal, your Google Calendar, or Outlook.